Hello and welcome to Grocer Pod. My name is Sean Kosednar. I'm coming to you from the 2026 Innovation Showcase. Today I'm joined by Jeff Vetstein and Adam Binder from Topco. We're going to be talking about Not For Resale. Before we get to them, I want to remind you to please subscribe to Grocer Pod. Subscribing means new episodes will be downloaded for you each week. You can find Grocer Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, or any other platform you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for joining me today, Jeff and Adam.
Thanks for having us.
Adam, why don't you just start off by reminding everybody, what is Topco?
Topco is a member-owned co-op. It's been around for over 80 years. We have about a little over 45 grocery retailers and wholesalers throughout the country. And there are various programs that we look to aggregate across that membership. Jeff and I and some other associates were here to help promote some of the Not For Resale programs that we put together out of our Boston office.
Yeah, Jeff, why don't you tell me about some of these vendors supporting the program?
Sure. So not only are we supporting from an independent standpoint, but let me just talk about some of the work that we've done for AWG to help their members for cost of goods. So we're helping the AWG team in the packaging and consumable space, in equipment, logistics and transportation, so helping AWG, with their procurement teams, lower cost of goods across the entire business. But then going forward, we wanted to make sure that we could add value to the independents and the AWG members. And one of the ways that we figured out we'd go to market is creating some programs that would be easy for independents to join. So we brought 14 vendors to the show here. Ford and Stellantis brought a couple trucks and vans. So what we have with them is an easy discount program for AWG members where for commercial purchases, they can go to a dealership and use AWG's corporate code and lower the price of their purchase for any kind of corporate truck purchase or vans. So it's an easy program and it's adding a lot of value. They're getting a lot of traction at the show.
I think they heard you, and maybe you guys heard the beeping in the background.
Yeah, that's great. Couple other programs. So we have 12 other vendors. We have an ATM program with PAI. So if stores want to, add an ATM to their stores or all of their stores, we can certainly do that. So there's ways to pick and choose which locations. They can do a study for you to see which store would be a good fit. So that's ATMs. We have Washburn Computer Group. They do lots of maintenance of equipment. And these are all programs where we have national pricing. We have, we're aggregating across the entire nation. So we're able to leverage our, national footprint with all of these suppliers and lower the cost of goods so that, your members, if they were going out on the street and trying to find the same services, they'd be paying a lot more. So it's just a value add for them. We also have Cintas. Their uniforms, meat coats, uniforms, mat rentals. All of the grocery chains are probably pretty familiar with that group. That program's been in place for a little bit. JW Chatham, very interesting. They do real estate tax audits. So if you own or lease your building and you think maybe your taxes could be too high, they can take a look at that. They'll do a study and they go ahead and fight that in court if necessary and work off a contingency fee. So we've had a long-standing relationship with Jerry Chatham. He's a great guy and they do a lot of great work for a lot of our Topco members. Hudson Technologies is refrigerants. So we are putting together a program with the store development team at AWG where purchases of refrigerant are going to be discounted at a very high rate. I think upwards of 15 to 30% off of what you could normally get refrigerants for. So AWG is putting some parameters in place to set up those purchases. There are certain certifications that we're getting and AWG is getting in order to bring that gas business to market for their members.
And from what I understand, that is something that our member retailers are very interested in, and something that they have not really had access to in the past. Am I correct?
That's correct, yeah. So this is a brand new program for AWG.
So, 30% savings on something that's probably just going to keep getting more expensive as we go on is going to be huge.
Correct, yep. All right, so we also have Office Depot. Office products, they have an online catalog that you can go on and get discounts automatically for anything you need for, back office type of stuff. We have Quad is here. They are a digital signage company. They're actually a very large company. They do a lot of printing of circulars and stuff like that, but they're bringing a new technology to market for digital displays where you can load up any kind of display you want in the stores. If something's on ad, you can build out whatever you'd like to display on a digital display board, and that's what's kind of trending now in groceries. Everybody loves digital, and so they're in that space as well. Blue Rhino. So AWG has had a long-standing program with Blue Rhino. Despite market pressures and escalating costs of gas, we've been able to hold pricing flat for AWG. We've had a long relationship with Blue Rhino, so is AWG. Great partner. They're at the show. So if you're not on the current AWG Blue Rhino program, please reach out to the RBS team. We can easily get you on that program just in time for the summer. I also want to mention that Zephyr is here. They have a helium program. So stores that have a balloon program for the holidays, which is coming up. You got Mother's Day and Father's Day and graduations coming up. Zephyr can offer those gas solutions at a discounted price. And finally, Wasserstrom is here. That's small wares, any kind of spoons and ladles and stuff like that you need behind the deli cases. Tenant scrubbers and sweepers, they're also here. They have autonomous sweepers that you can utilize. They have all sorts of floor cleaning machinery. Great company. We've had a long-standing relationship with them. Lastly, I think Denali is here as well. They offer organic recycling services and all sorts of types of recycling at a great discounted rate. New partner to us and new partner to AWG. So looking forward to that relationship as well.
And so if any AWG members heard from that list that anything that they're interested in, what do they need to go about to get those added to their stores?
Yeah, so we are going to be putting out a electronic broadcast of all of the different sell sheets and the programs that we brought to this show. We're going to put it together in a package that the AWG team is going to kind of push out to all the members electronically. In addition to that, so hopefully we'll have that a week or two after the show. But in addition to that, we're going to put together a schedule of webinars for each one of these vendors. Going forward, we'll have something with a regular cadence for the Topco Indirect spend team, as well as all the vendors that are kind of supporting the store services effort. And anything new that pops up, we'll put into that schedule as well.
Well, I have to imagine that every AWG member out there had to have been interested in at least one of those services.
I hope so.
So they should be on the lookout for that email in the weeks to come. Jeff, Adam, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe to Grocer Pod. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest things going on around AWG. And until next week, this has been Sean Kosednar with Grocer Pod.